Welcome to the darkness.
Woo, Celeste, you made it just in the nick of time. Are you frozen again?
Found.
Oh.
I was going to say it. I found. Am I?
Your screen is frozen, but we can hear you. You're just freezing a lot. I don't know. So welcome to the show, everybody. Celeste was in the middle of doing updates on her computer. You know how the timing is with all this stuff. But so she may lag a little bit back and forth, but we're here. Please make sure that during any part of this hour, you ask your question. You don't have to wait for a break. Just type it in the chat. And McKenna's going to take a little bit of time off, doing a bunch of stuff with kiddos. And we're going to talk tonight about types of like grounding. What does that mean? A lot of people say you need to get grounded. I think a lot of people throw out the term, and I'm not sure they actually know what it means. And there's different methods and different ways to do it. I wanted you guys to go ahead and talk about what it means to you and how you effectively do that and why it's so important.
Mm-hmm. Well, for sure. One thing, this is going to sound strange, but my mother taught me it a long, long time ago, because I would start to feel a weird, like, electrical charge in my body. I'd feel buzzy and just, almost like you had metal feelings, and then you chewed on tinfoil and, that year. And she'd tell me, take your shoes off and go walk out in the grass. And so I would take my shoes off and go walk out, on the grass, on the bare dirt, and it would go away. So it was literally discharging all that buildup that I had. So that, in a scientific way, that is a grounding, but it's also like, anything in nature for me. I don't have to do barefoot, just spending time in nature, because, we live in the winter, right? So go outside, even if it's dead of winter, and hug a tree, or just breathe fresh air, look at the stars, or stand with your back to the sun for 15 minutes and just let nature seep in, And then there's times where I literally will use water. So I will take a bath and I will get in the tub and I will tell the water, this is what I want done to my body. This is my intentions. So I want this to heal. I want, this thing to happen to me, because anything you speak into water changes the molecular structure. And so we're mostly water. So if you speak to yourself, it's going to change that structure. So those are some of the methods that I use for grounding. And also just that favorite spot you have. If you live somewhere warm, go sit down in the grass, just even for 10 minutes. It helps a lot. Just getting out of your head and away from all of this, the internet. So what about you, Celeste?
For me, it's very similar. I'll do like a detox bath. Is it not working?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, okay. So like I'll do salt and vinegar in a bath and do that to help. I detox energy. I detox negativity. You can do it to detox illness, anything. But yeah, water is amazing. But for me, my simple definition of grounding is allowing the earth, whether it's through the water or the soil or the grass or the beach or the ocean, to pull out energy that is not productive for you. So it can be anxiety. It can be stress. It can just, for me, it's like I get to where it's electrical, kind of like you were talking. I'll start blowing out light bulbs. Colleen's cell phone, anything that I touch or I'm around, I literally send, like, I guess, energy, kind of like a static, that goes in and will sometimes destroy things. But and just taking and going in the kitchen and putting salt in your hands and turning the water on and using that salt to kind of draw out, it's really important. And a lot of times we don't always notice it until something negative is happening, but it's something we all should do every day.
Yeah, my mother used to detox us when we were children. I swear, like, there's some stuff now. I'm older looking back and I'm like, Mom, you knew some stuff that you didn't tell us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is interesting. A lot of herbs, a lot of interesting other things, go walk in the grass. But we did salt and soda baths. So it was like 2 cups each, and it had to be like pure salt, not iodized salt, and soak for like 20 minutes, and it would help to pull things out of our skin, and but like I said, you can always tell nature what it is that you want done, taken away, filled up with, replaced, whatever, and that'll all work itself out. But yeah, it's pretty interesting how that all works. Holy cow, my kid just walked outside the window and freaked me out. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, for me, the grounding is being with my animals. They ground me because they're not going to survive without me, right? So it pulls me out of whatever funk I am and go listen to what they need. And unfortunately, I'm at the point of I have to get rid of my ducks. They're going back to the lady who gave them to me. Aww. But the male duck is terrorizing the hens, and he will kill them if he tries to mate with them.
Yep.
And so I have to. He's terrorized one hen where she's starting to lose feathers. And so I'm like, so I got to hold it. I know. And those are the kind of things, like I pay real close attention to what's going on with everybody. And I'm like, this isn't healthy. This is not a healthy thing going on here. So she doesn't have enough female ducks. Maybe I can get them back when she has more females to woo the Romeo. So he's going to go back to her house. And so is the female for a while. Yeah, I know. Poor chicken nugget. Boy, I'll tell you what, this poor black hen, she's like up on the roost going, I'm not getting down. I'm not getting down for nothing. He's chased her all around this place, all over the front yard, the backyard, the garden. She doesn't want to come out of the hen house. So I separated them tonight. I saw this going on last night, and I'm like, is he attacking her? And then I went, oh, this is not good. So don't blame her. Jeez. Yeah, male ducks are jerks. He's beautiful, but so he's going back to my friend's house where she's got enough females to keep him busy. And then hopefully if she hatches some more eggs this next spring, I'll get him back with more of a harem. So yeah, this isn't healthy, but that's my grounding, right? As I go out and, I check over everybody, and do they have 2 eyeballs and 4 legs, and is everything good? And are the chickens healthy? And that's my connection with, and it really does. Okay. Tim would like a reading. David's brother-in-law. So, if you guys could do that. That is my connection, though, with, I used to be an avid hiker. I can't do that anymore with my legs, but so I put all my energy in being outside with them. And I think it balances my energy. I try to hide it. I don't hide it well, but I get anxiety. And so as long as I can get outside and breathe a little bit, get away from my head, and in the critters' heads, and try to figure out everything. It helps a lot. Girl, I feel that I can't even hike up a third. Yeah. Hey, I didn't do too bad when I was with Trista and everybody this summer. I mean, I was pretty proud of myself for hiking the distance I did after, um, yeah. But the paralysis makes me feel like I'm walking through waist deep water all the time, and that's just with every step. But hiking at altitude, because we were pretty high, I think we're about 8,000 feet. Ooh, it was like walking in cement. But I kept pushing my body until it just was done. And like I couldn't take one more step going up the hill. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Tim, what the heck is it with you and David and your rainbow unicorn family? Like, come on, really? I mean, I got the Four of Wands here, right? So this is all about like relationship status and Six of Swords, victory, and Ten of Cups. You know, the whole
Wow.
family and white picket fence, and everything is awesome and great. The universe is saying keep going that way, and also right now continue to work on your romance between you and your spouse, big time. Go have some little passionate dates.
Nice.
Yeah, try not to get too deep in there, but definitely spend some time together while you're on this break. And I've got a lot of flames here and a lot of wands, so if you guys have ever visited that with me, you know we've got a little bit of a like a phallic symbol, and you know, see the wands there. So yeah, it just says keep pursuing with that, with the romance, and keep working on that, because right now it's really important. And also the universe says good job.
Fantastic. That's a nice reading. That's a good reading. Celeste, you want to take Sherry's?
Yeah. I am seeing, and I don't know if you're doing this, you're thinking about doing this, or I'm going to plant the seed. I'm seeing you doing the fun, traditional grandma, grandkids baking, making, crafting kind. So if you're not doing that, or you've been thinking about doing that, this is the time. I remember growing up, learning how to do cookies or how to do pie crust, or you know, the family getting involved, getting your hands in the, you know, the dough or the cutting out the cookies and stuff like that. So what I'm feeling is, if you're not, and it seems like you usually are, spend that time with the grandkids, with the kids, with everybody. That's one of my most treasured memories of growing up, was my mom usually called it making a mess in the kitchen, because my mom was really perfectionist of everything. So it was usually with my grandma or my cousins or something, and you know, this time cutting up the apples for the pie, or rolling the dough. And of course, it's not going to be perfect, but what's perfect is that bonding time and creating those core memories that are to last lifetimes. And you guys spend a lot of time with your kids, but that is what is just predominantly, whether you're playing music, I'm hearing Christmas carols. I know some people go until December on that, but you know, it just I have friends that put their tree up like the 1st of November. So everybody does it different, but the world's kind of chaotic, and energy is funky. And so getting into fun, making Christmas ornaments, all kinds of things like that. Just spending quality time making memories.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I love that. Pac-Man. Susie, if you want to tackle Pac-Man, he would like a reading. It's been a while for his readings. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second.
Yeah. So while she's gathering your cards, so you guys in the chat there, what do you do to ground yourself? Like how Do you go out and you sit in nature? What do you do? Are you into sports and you're just outside? You run? Yeah, give us some more ideas of things that you do and that grounding, that getting away from technology, getting away from electronics, letting the energy of the earth kind of speak to you a little bit. Let me know what you do, because I think it's really important to share ideas, because maybe our ideas don't hit with you, but somebody else's will, you know? So it's important.
Does Pac-Man have a specific question? Because I feel like the energy is a little chaotic. I've already tried 2 decks. So if he could narrow it down for me, that would be great.
Okay. Pac-Man, let us know. Yeah, if you guys haven't gone on to the channel after the show, go watch Susie's readings for all of the astrology signs, right? Some of them are really specific this time, like really specific. So she's pulling on somebody's energy. Definitely. That's probably somebody in the show. And while she's working on Pac-Man, Celeste, can you deal with Jessica for health? Messy
right.
Jessie.
Jesse, go. I'm sorry.
When
Go read.
we-
Go watch that reading. Sorry.
You're fine. When we are not in balance or at ease, which is feeling content, doesn't mean life is perfect, but when those things are out of kilter, we're in dis-ease. And dis-ease includes stress and anxiety, but it makes our immune system less strong. It makes our ability to sleep or rest more difficult. We either can't get to sleep, or we get to sleep, we wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep, or just things are not working right. And I'm feeling like that can be affecting right now. The grounding we've been talking about is going to be stupid, but the other part is kind of like that God grant me whole Alcoholics Anonymous thing, where help me to change the things I can and accept the things I can't. And sometimes it's complicated to figure out what we actually have control over, because in truth, not a lot, but we can control ourselves. And so kind of done into what is off, what is not in your best interest, what is affecting your peace. And you don't need to take everything on at once, but if we can address some of those things, then we can improve our ability to be strong, to be healthy, to get good rest, not be overly anxious. Laughing because
I know, Jessie. What are you laughing at? She's probably laughing like, yeah, me stressed? No.
Yeah, once again, Jesse, go watch my Daggum Taurus sign reading, please. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're a bullhead just like me, but sometimes hitting our heads against the brick wall too many times, it's got to sink in eventually. So listen, crying out loud. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
There's huge upheaval in our universe now. So if there's things that you're fighting and it doesn't seem to be improving, that may be a sign that it's not working for you anymore.
Yeah. Jessie, you know this girl.
Yeah, over and over.
Okay. Let's move on to Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Okay, yeah, that's what I was picking up. Pac-Man is there's a lot of chaos around you. That's why I was like, what is going on? Because like all over the place. And then I said, please at least narrow one thing down for me right now of your chaos, because you're feeling kind of like at wit's end, like everything's kind of crashing down at you all at once right now. It's got to do with money, but also it has to do with like, what am I going to be when I get older? Like, what am I going to do for a living? It's like almost like analysis paralysis, where you have too many options, you feel overwhelmed, and you just don't know what to do. So therefore, step back into that grounding space once again. Okay. And go set all those thoughts aside. Go do something fun. Do something you really enjoy. Go spend some time in nature as well, and reset yourself so that you stop all those erratic and crazy thoughts just hammering away at you, and you feel like you're going every which way at once, but going nowhere. The universe says that you literally, because I've got the Empress here for you, that is someone that creates out of like thin air. That is the mother of creation. You have that power within you. Whatever choice you decide to make, you will go like full bore into it. Like something that you choose to do, you'll research it till it's pretty much dead, and be able to produce something absolutely beautiful out of what you make. But you've got to reset your energy. You've got to step back, go chill out, ground, and then you can come back and the answers will come a lot clearer to you. And then also, like I said, practice that setting outside, or, wherever you feel comfortable. Like I said, even in the bathtub or the shower, whatever, and just pose that one question to your mind. And then whatever thoughts and feelings and pictures and smells and memories come to you, your answers are in there. So, but first go chill out. Sorry, that was long.
Thank you, Susie. And then Sherry's sister-in-law would like a reading from Susie as well. So when you have a minute. Yeah. So, it's funny because I think we all channel, hey, Trista, we all channel our energy differently, right? And I remember I told you, I think last week, like, everything I touch either breaks, falls, drops, moves. And tonight I'm standing in the barn. I go to reach for the latch to open the door to go feed everybody. And I had a bottle of horse shampoo up on the ledge of the stall. I'm not even near the shampoo. And it goes poof and it falls. I'm like, what in the world is... I know it's my like kinetic chaos that I have around me all the time. It's like, it just affects everything. And I don't know how to ratchet that down, because it's every day. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Well, that was with my stupid computer. I mean, this whole day I'm anal when it comes to my schedule. I need a time ahead. I am not an impulsive person, and doing things off the cuff really are hard for me, but the whole day has been that way. So I've been trying not to stress out. And then I come home, go to turn the computer on, it's doing an update.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, so I went in the bathroom and I washed my face with cold water. It's crazy energy right now.
Mm. Yeah, it's not just right now for me. It's been like this for a very long time. Yeah, it's driving me crazy.
I'm
Susie?
ready for the sister-in-law.
Okay.
You guys are. So this is it's kind of a heavy energy, but it's a good one because you can handle it. So you're being watched by your loved ones. So they're watching you as an example of like how to be and how to treat other people, and that you are just very powerful as far as creating that love and comfort around you and your home and the peace and the things that you bring into it. And so there's actually a lot of people that watch you for that example and pattern themselves after you. So whatever it is that you do, they will do. So don't take that as like, holy crap, that's a big responsibility. It's actually really cool because your energy, I can feel you've always been that way. It's been innate with you. You were born that way. And so it's natural for you. But I just wanted to let you know that like the universe is saying that you are an example for so many people of how to treat your family, how to treat your husband, or whoever you're with, your spouse, that you bring balance to people. Even like if there's like two people that come to you and they're kind of having an argument, you tend to calm them down and they don't understand why. But, we do, huh, Gina? That you have that power within you, like an empath, to be able to send out that peaceful energy to them and calm the situation down. But you automatically bring a lot of balance to those that step into your energy. And so that's really cool. See, this dadgum rainbow unicorn family, I'm telling you what.
I think it's awesome.
I know. I just think it's hilarious because I'm like, there they are again. And I want to say amen almost every time I'm done.
Yeah. All right. Celeste, do you want to handle Trista's question, please?
All right. What I'm feeling is, and this might be my Leo honing in on your Leo, is you are coming close to a completion. And sometimes we panic. Sometimes we worry and get stressed out. I just want to remind you, you've worked very hard to get to where you're at. There are still a lot of things ahead of you, but don't stop. Do not look up. Going forward, pushing, because there will probably be a few more little obstacles and bumps that'll come up. You can get through it. You've gotten through life to this point. There is nothing that you can't either go over, go under, go around, hop, whatever. Find a different direction to get through it. So, yeah, exactly. Just keep your eye on the prize. What I want, I'm heading there, I'm getting it. And you will succeed. You may have a couple bumps and bruises, and you may not. You may be like, oh, hey, if I go this way, it's going to be that much smoother. So just do not lose heart.
Thank you, Celeste. That's awesome. The 15th.
I wrote down a note for Leo for the readings that we uploaded. And I was kind of laughing about it because this is what I heard. No more BS. Take that leap.
Yeah, see? Goes for Celeste too. We all know. Leaping about and leaping and leaping. Yep.
Leaping Leos. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, that's really awesome. So Susie, when you can tap into Logan, that would be great.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Trista, and you're one of the strongest ladies I know, so you got this. You got it. You, Jess, Sherry, all you ladies are just amazing. Yeah. It's wonderful when we find our tribe, isn't it? Like all of a sudden, all of the like-minded people started coming together a couple of years ago and really coming together. It's been really something. Yeah. Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you ladies about in between readings is protection. And David, I didn't mean to leave you out, but I was having a sister moment. You weren't part of the sister movement, but you're part of our tribe. Protection. What do you guys do for protection? Going to a paranormal, when we do our paranormal activities, when you feel like somebody's got bad energy aimed at you, what are your go-to methods for protection?
I actually have a little juju bag that has got, you can't even imagine what's got in there. Everywhere I go on trips, when I find something or somebody says, you need this, I put it in my it used to be a small little juju bag, and now it's kind of pregnant. It goes right in my pocket right there. It became part of my solar plexus. That is part of your protection. And it's also my heart. And I think I can't even imagine what I would do or what would happen if I didn't have something filtering a little bit for me. So that's one of my big things. I have a million protections. As weird as it sounds, sometimes when you're a kind, good, helpful person, people hate you for it. I don't know. But I have a lot of haters. And that's why I do this under Celeste Sun, among other things, rather than my actual name, is I have a lot of haters. Whatever. But I keep bells on my doors. I've made Colleen a set of bells. I have like crystal grid around my house. I do all kinds of different things to keep the positive energy flowing and the negative energy blocked.
Yep.
Speaking of negative energy, we'll be right
Yeah, negative energy. Thank you, Celeste. All right. I will, let me mute the puppy.
Okay.
Oh, I think she's got him. Okay. Go ahead.
Logan, definitely a younger energy. First layer I got was she was afraid to hear what I have to say. There's that fear of, having things read for you, but don't worry, it's okay. Just to let you know. You got repeating cards here. So you've got like the Hangman and the Nine of Swords. I want to know also who is bothering you at night, who's waking you up. David is a very good person to talk to about these things. You're not alone. You listen to your gut, your intuition, your first reaction on it. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't right. But you also need to go and talk to David, because if you feel like there's like some kind of weird entity or somebody in there just bothering you at night, and this is coming, I'm hearing this, have David give you a blessing. Okay. But you are very protected. The reason that you're having a lot of these dreams, or what you feel are like visitations with you as well, is because you have abilities like David as well. And they're very interested in you. So you are like that little, Bic lighter in the middle of a dark room. So they are drawn to you. But definitely have a long conversation with David after this. And if you guys needed to call me, you're more than welcome to.
Celeste, Trista has a question on how to manifest abundance.
All right. So we are getting close to the 1st of December, and it sounds silly as heck, but blowing cinnamon into your house from your receiving hand, which the way you know the difference is your dominant hand is your sending. So the one you write with usually is the hand you send energy with. The other hand then is your receiving energy. And so you're supposed to, I've heard it 2 different ways. You put a coin in your hand and cinnamon, or you just put cinnamon in your hand. You go stand outside of your house with your door open, and you blow the cinnamon into your house on the 1st of the month. If you like the little rhymey, chanty, whatever that you can say, it's wherever cinnamon blows, prosperity grows, financial independence grows, whatever it is you're trying to generate. And you want to leave that down for 24 hours. Some people, I leave mine most of the time, but some people have children or dogs that would mess with it. I mean, I'm not talking you pour a cup of it in your hand. You just put a little bit, maybe a teaspoon of it into your hand. But still, there can be issues because dogs sniff the floor and different things like that. That one is a super easy one. I also have mine is a little heart-shaped dish. White rice. That's why we used to throw rice at weddings until we realized it killed the birds. White rice brings abundance and prosperity into your life. So you put white rice in there. You put 3 coins. They can be dimes. They can do a dime, a penny, a nickel. They can be quarter, silver dollar, whatever, in that dish, and a little sprinkle of cinnamon, and leave it by your front door. because that is inviting in prosperity and wealth. And after the holiday and my life is a tiny bit settled, I'm going to make Colleen, with my new computer, figure out how the heck I can upload onto our site. And I will put a video of the candle thing I was telling you to draw in prosperity. Also putting, oh my gosh, what is it called? Patchouli oil or dried patchouli in your wallet, in your shoe. That's supposed to draw abundance too. So those are some pretty simple things. One with the candles is a little more complicated.
Yeah. I do the cinnamon. And isn't there also the rabbit, white rabbit? Kind of the same
That
about first of the month.
Yes, that luck. It can be, I mean, it's put your intention of what you want.
Right. So white rabbits are the sign of abundance because they multiply and they bring you luck. The white rabbit is the luck. It's goodness and light. Yeah. Do either of you see anything?
Fertility thing.
Financial coming to Trista before the 15th. This is very specific, and we know where she's going with these questions, but this is specific for her.
I say you just need to put attention out there. This is why we have to guard our thoughts so carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Do not, this could be part of the obstacles I was telling you about. Do not block yourself and be like, oh my gosh, what if this doesn't work? Oh my gosh, this is never going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to stop that. I will have everything I need to do the things I need to do. And believe it. You got to believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But what we put out is what we attract back. Do not put out your fear. Do not put out your worry. Put out what you want and know you deserve it. And then you be grateful while you wait for it to come to you.
So, Trista, just something to keep in mind for everybody. I was having a meltdown before my dad passed away. It was, how am I going to get through all of that? How am I going to get through losing him? How am I going to keep the house? How am I going to get the farm? I mean, it was just all of it, right? And he looked at me and he said, look how far you've come. You've done everything on your own. Look how far you've come. Your whole life, you've done it on your own. You guys have done these things. You've gotten jobs, you have a house, or, you at least putting a roof over your head. You have children, or you're getting through school. Look how far you've come. When those doubts creep in, think about, God, wait a minute. I did all of this and it's been fine. So you have to, like Celeste says, guard those thoughts, because that negativity comes in all the time and you got to beat it back. It can be hard, but yeah, you got to, he was right. I'm like, wow, really profound, Dad, but he was right. So you have to, when all of that stuff starts creeping in and all those doubts, Trista, everything will work out. Everything works out the way it's supposed to work out. And I used to hate it when people would tell me that, and Celeste would tell me that, and I'd be like, ooh. But now I get it. Because it's the universe is like, when the timing's right, this path opens for you. Sarah would like a reading. Celeste, who did the last one? I'm losing track.
I think I did. Were you working on one, Susie? Or no?
No.
Do you want to take Sarah?
Sure.
Looks like just a general reading. Trista, everything is going to be what it's going to be. Well, it's going to be all right. Yeah, everything's going to be all right. And the door is going to open and the path is coming in front of you. It's a timing issue. And when the timing is right, all those doors open. So I remember when...
Go ahead.
Well, I remember when I was wanting to get a divorce and wanting to leave. And I I couldn't because I had nowhere to go with all of the animals because you guys, I have a farm, right? So what am I going to do? And I didn't know what to do. Like I was really stuck. I had to get out of a really bad situation. And I came into work and it was like my boss asked what's wrong. I told him and it was like boom, boom, boom. By the end of the day, I had a place to live, a place for my horses, and I had help that weekend to get out. It was just like, what? It, yeah, it was a struggle. And then all the paths came open and I was out in just a couple of days. And so those things can help. They happen when they're supposed to happen. Yeah.
I was going to throw in perfect with that is when you're ready to cook, you don't just walk in the kitchen with your eyes closed and just start reaching stuff and throwing it in a pot. You get a plan. So yes, things work out the way they're supposed to, but your effort and energy helps to grease that machine.
Yes, absolutely right. It's manifesting those thoughts that you're having, putting your energy and focus into whatever you want. Susie.
And this applies for everyone.
Sure does.
So for Sarah Teresa, it's okay to walk away. If you have not already walked away, don't look back. You are on the right path. It's going to lead to more independence, more financial freedom, more stability, also like just victory. And I know it's a big, huge change and you feel kind of like left out in the cold and all on your own. But the universe has your back. It says that like this is a good time for you to do a reset and to get to know yourself again and just be in that calm state before you start tackling the next new thing, which is going to be pretty awesome. So you've got the next new thing is going to be bringing more balance into your life, where you're not going to feel so like defensive all the time and feel like you have to do everything for everybody, because that's kind of been breaking you down and wearing you down. And so it wants you to renew a commitment to take care of yourself. So a commitment to you to support yourself mentally, emotionally, and, physically. So this is a really good time. So don't look back. Just keep going.
Cool. Thank you, Susie.
You're welcome.
Celeste, can you handle the question that David has? I don't feel that at all.
But be careful what you believe. Yeah, you might. No, you might not. But David, you would know how to help him with this if he does.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you don't have to have the plague or COVID or the flu to do a detox bath. It isn't going to hurt you. If he feels like there is a chance that somebody has tried to do something negative to him, then removing that or going through the procedure of removing that is a healthy thing, because if nothing else, it's going to create a better barrier for it.
Yeah, that's true.
If you would like to talk in private at some point to kind of why that is a concern. Did somebody say they were going to do something? Has something happened that would feel that way? They're pretty easy to get rid of if you believe you're worthy of getting rid of it. The biggest problem with a hex, with a curse, with whatever, is we take on that maybe we did something, or maybe it's our karma or whatever. We have to believe we don't deserve that.
Oh, ignore that Streamlabs thing. Good grief. I'm trying to get back to Trista's question. Everyone always said my son who got in trouble would end up in the situation he did, and always said he would be a young dad. And look, yeah, he is going to be he's going to be a father.
It's not a bad thing, Trista.
It's not necessarily
a blessing. We're all sent here to learn things and to teach, and this is not a punishment. This is so cool. This is an opportunity for him to grow and for her to grow and for that new baby to have a chance to learn its lessons. So yeah, don't tell him not to be beating himself up. Just look at it as like, this is something really cool. A lot of people don't have that opportunity either. You know, there's a lot of people that want babies and they never get babies. So, you know, just hug him and love him, and
yeah.
that's all that matters.
The other thing, and this is ringing close to home for me, sometimes those babies show up to save a life.
Yeah.
And if somebody's making bad decisions or foolish decisions or taking risks that they shouldn't, when they have a responsibility, sometimes they think a little different. That
yes, exactly.
come.
Yes. Celeste, Pac-Man's brother would like a reading if you can tap into his energy.
All right.
And the way Trista also, you know, the trials that your son's been through are going to probably make him a better teacher for his son, because he's experienced things that he'll be able to tell his son about that he doesn't want his son to repeat. And you know, I mean, what our parents do, right? They're trying to prevent you from doing some of the things they did. So he can use that as a teaching moment, you know, or teaching hour, or however he wants to put it. But he'll be able to use those lessons in life.
Is this a younger brother of his? Have two? This is younger brother?
I think it's his younger brother.
Okay. What I am picking up on is, and this might apply to Mr. Pac-Man as well. Balance is really important in life. And this isn't balance. I've talked about this several times. This is balance. It's just like moon cycles. It's like the seasons of the year. This in our year happens 2 days out of 365. All the rest of the time, and I'm talking daylight and darkness, we have 2 days where daylight and darkness are evil. We have a lot of days that it's evil. Even. And all the other days is either more daylight or more darkness. So you guys, sure, and maybe Big Brother needs to help with this because it would benefit him too, is that you're having fun, productive fun, constructive fun, whether that's going outside and throwing a baseball, whether that is learning how to cook a new dish and helping mom and dad by making them dinner. But making sure you have joy in your life, creativity in your life, and don't get so focused on school or so focused on something that's bad that you forget, in order to refuel yourself, you need to do something fun. You need to do something that uses your brain in a different way than logic and thinking and learning. So that's what I'm picking up. And I think it kind of applies to both of you, but I feel like maybe this or is a situation that is concerning. If so, let me know. But right now, that's what I am mostly picking up on, is make sure, I don't know, talk mom and dad to going out and cut down a Christmas tree. Everybody get together and make and decorate it one night. Something fun, something family, something that gives you some fuel from all of the other things in life that you have to do that isn't fun.
Yeah, that's important to do. I know I get locked in the groove of every night researching for our shows, and like never taking time off. And it's hard. I have to force myself to do that. I really do have to force myself to do it, because that's all I do is research. And it's, yeah, you face burnout pretty quick when you do that. So make sure, guys, looking for balance in everything that you're doing, right? So if you're working a lot, you've got to put some time away to have fun a lot. Yeah. So the protection. So I heard from Celeste on how what are the things she does for protection. It's Susie. What do you do?
There's a variety of things I do. It also depends on how much I want to let in. Because I can block stuff out where I just feel like it's dead silence if I choose to. So when we go on investigations, I will use, was it black tourmaline or obsidian, something like that to kind of block and absorb energy. And I'll just, wear those. I've got other rocks that I use like Super Sevens to help me like channel in a little better. Sometimes I can call on my ancestors, or, anybody recent that I want to, like my parents, to come be with me, protect me. I also do energetic, especially I practice this at my home all the time, is like, I know I've told you guys a lot, but I imagine like my soul is a ball of light in the middle of my chest, whatever color of light appears to me and is very pleasing. Yep. And then I expand it out until it encompasses, I'm visualizing this until it encompasses my body. And this is something I just kind of learned how to do when I was really little. And then just like imagine hitting the walls of it inside 3 times, just bam, bam, bam. And that protects me from all the negative energy. Nothing can get in. And I expand that out to my house, and I can send it to my children when they're away. And that's just something that I do is energetically to protect them all, which, we all know it's also oddly another form of other stuff, right, Celeste? Like Reiki and things. So
that's interesting, the ball of light that you do. I know when I'm sending light and love and healing to somebody, because I guess it's my meteorology background and my love of weather. So for me, it's a anticyclonic tornado of light that starts at their feet and goes to their head, and it just keeps zipping back and forth. And that it just zips back and forth, and it surrounds whoever I'm sending that light.
That's awesome. And I was like, don't send no, like lightning bolts or anything there.
Yeah, no, it's wild how it spins up in my thought, and then it just goes, and and it's just gone. And it's funny though. I've not used it on me. I use it on everybody else. I've never tried to use it on me.
Use it on you too.
Yeah, I should try it.
To replenish yourself too. So, like when I do readings and stuff for people, or before we go into some place, I will ask, fire, earth, air, water, and spirit to come in and fill me up with its energy. And like, I picture like a vortex of its energy within me, so I don't get drained instead, so that, it'll use what's already naturally occurring out there instead of my own. And so you could even use a form of that to replenish your own energy and protect yourself too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the worst for my own. And we do that, right? We're our own worst enemy. We don't protect ourselves well, or we send all of our energy to everybody else. We have nothing left. It's I fall right into that trap all the time. It's easy to do. Super easy. Yeah. And then with the empathic, being an empath, being in the office is the worst thing for me. Like when I got to work from home for almost 7 years, and it was great. I sat down here in my office, didn't have anybody around me. I could work. I go in the office and I'm bombarded with energy and emotions, and oh God, it's just, I have to keep my headset on and just drown everybody out in music and concentrate on blocking.
So definitely try it next time when you go to work. Try putting your anticyclone, or use my method or whatever, and put that up around you, or, stick some crystals in your extra girl pockets. You know what I mean?
I don't have the big girl pockets, so
you don't need a big pocket.
Just need a skunk.
I know. Yeah, that being an empath is very, very hard, and most people have empathy. We are most people, unless you're in the psychopathy scale, really, we have empathy for someone else.
Mhm.
But when you're truly an empath, it can knock you the breath out of you because somebody will walk by me in the office and I know they've just broke up with somebody or somebody's dead that in their family. And it's not the message I'm receiving like you guys. I feel the emotion of what they're feeling connected to that,
Well, yeah, we
whatever
get
happened.
that too. We get
It's
that too.
but I don't get all the rest that you guys get. I don't get all the messages you get, but what I get is just the hurt and the pain and the joy. Sometimes you feel someone's joy when you walk by. You're like, dang, that whatever's going on in their life, it's so great, you know. But
Is it because you feel so overwhelmed that you don't look deeper at it? When they walk by and you feel that emotion, do you just get so overwhelmed that you just like shut it down instead of
maybe
turning and looking at it and going, "Oh, what else can you tell me?" And then getting
I don't
this.
even try to do that. The few times that I have opened myself up to it, it was very painful. Like there was a couple that was walking on Main Street and they walked by me and it literally almost took me to my knees because I knew instantly they just lost a baby.
Yeah.
And
Practice
I don't want to know. I don't, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. If you can practice, like when that happens, be like, that's not me, that's them. And like it's on a movie screen and you're just watching it on a movie screen.
Yeah, but I cry in movies. So how, you know? I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's just
My dad would cry. We cried at the national anthem. I mean, it's just who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something that somebody told me once. It's not about you. You're feeling it because it's about them. And maybe there's something you can do or say to help. But yeah, because one of my gifts that I love so much is I often hear when people are going to pass. Usually it's close. It's not like I'm like, oh, Susie, when you're 97, you're going to pass. No, it's like when somebody's time is. You're like, I don't want to be here till I'm 97. What the heck? But that I had a lady, she's like, quit being so egotistical. It's not always about you. Sometimes we get information because we're supposed to help. And I said, I'm not going to be like, oh, Colleen, your dad's going to die. I'm not going to do that. And they're like, that isn't necessarily what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be, how are you feeling? You know, what is your game plan? Have you got everything put in order? Is there anything I can help with you? Or I've noticed you're really sad. Is everything okay? Those kind of things. With strangers, I still struggle. Susie doesn't. I'm kind of envious of that. And then I'm like, no, I'm not really envious.
You know what?
She's much more willing to go there than I am. But when it's really important, the universe doesn't take no for an answer.
No.
But yeah, sometimes it's about you.
It becomes such an overwhelming push and urge that sometimes I can't stop it. It'll literally take over me. And so there's been a lot of times that I don't even know what I said to the person. It just happens.
Yeah.
And I deal with a lot of that too, because I saw a gentleman sitting in Costco eating a hot dog when we were, and I was like, oh, I just looked at him and I'm like, within 6 months. And that just hurts me for him. But you know, that's nothing I can do. You know, it just is what it is. So it's just like,
yeah, I am definitely not. Especially, I mean, my coworkers already think I'm spooky enough. I'm not going to go up to them and, you know.
A lot of times it's not really me going up to other people. It's unless I'm pushed to do it. Sometimes they just randomly walk up to me and start talking to me and asking me questions and telling me stories about their lives like they've known me 100 years and I have no clue who they are. Yeah. That's how it happens. So
Christina would like a reading. Who would like to do that reading? That will be our last reading of the evening.
Do you want to do it?
Sure, I'll give her a go. If you pick up something, say it.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really challenging to for me to be around a lot of people. It's challenging to be in the work environment. I'm really, really happy that we don't have these large meetings all the time anymore. We're using Teams all the time. So the internet, we're not getting together all the time. We're on Teams because it puts up a distance between me and everybody else, but I can still feel it sometimes coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
don't
tough.
beat yourself up, because I am pretty antisocial myself. I don't like being out in big crowds. Yes, I do weddings and it's often in front of a big crowd, but I'm in the crowd. I'm doing my thing. And so I feel you. I hate going to the mall. I struggled. I'm getting better now. I hate going to the grocery store. Although I would say out of every 10 grocery orders, 9 of them I pick up. I don't go to the store. So I get it. And I'm really good at shielding myself and everything else. I just feel so deeply that, especially if I'm not feeling good, that negativity or the sadness are what really gets to me. So,
So
Yeah.
Christina, so far I see you guys have got a really nice relationship. That's really, really like lovely to tap into that energy and see. The universe is also letting you know at this time that you don't need to be afraid, that you don't have to like be in control so much. You can actually just love freely and just go ahead and let those walls down. You don't need to withhold, because nothing's really going to hurt you. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I get this feeling you're kind of holding back just a little bit out of fear of sharp words from people in the past, and only giving part of their love in the past. And so you've been just kind of like a little bit scared of it. And the universe is like, yeah, this is all good. You're totally set up. Like, you don't need to be defensive at all about this. Like,
Cool.
yeah, it's just really, really pleasant to tap into. So I don't know if
Nice.
that or not, but that's what I got.
That sounds lovely. Did you have anything to add with that, Celeste?
I was just going to say it's really easy to allow past events to affect our present, and we need to be really aware where that feeling's coming from. Is there something going on now and that's why it's here, or is it a fear of what has happened before? And so paying attention or asking yourself, am I holding back because I got hurt before? Am I, not wanting to be fully honest because people made fun of me? And understanding that, yeah, that was a learning thing, but it doesn't mean it's going to be the same in every situation.
Yeah. Very good. Well, thank you, ladies, for your expertise again tonight. I'm always amazed at how you're on it every week. It's crazy. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight and asking these questions. It's really helps make the hour go by a lot easier for us when you guys are asking the questions, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So thank you so much, and we will see you guys. We are not doing a show tomorrow night. We're enjoying the time off with our families and friends. So we will be back live next Wednesday. Please check our other channel. It's at Cringeworthy Crime. It's a new true crime show that Tristan and I are doing. And we'll be back next Wednesday and next Thursday live at 7 for our different shows. Thank you so much. Blessings to everybody on Thanksgiving. Be sure to say what you're thankful for every day. First thought in your head when you wake up. I'm really thankful to have this comfy bed, whatever it is. Okay, start your day positive. It will change the way you feel about everything. I promise. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Night.